On to game two, the Boston Bruins at the St. Louis Blues, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And, we know that Boston is fighting for that, fighting Washington for that wild card spot. It's basically gone back and forth. Boston has taken over that third spot against Tampa. Over Tampa for a few games here and there, but mostly Tampa has owned that third spot in the Atlantic Division. So it's kind of a wild card battle, and the winner gets to face Carolina, and the winner gets to face, or the winner. Well, no matter how you say it, okay. If you're the last wild card spot, you get to play Florida. If you're the second wild card spot, you get to play Carolina. I don't know if there's a consolation prize in there. Both those teams are pretty or very difficult to deal with. But from a Bruins standpoint, still plenty to play for. I don't know if they're going to catch Tampa Bay, but if they are, this is one of those games that they are going to have to win. And for the Blues, we know that they're having their own battle with the Wild for second in the Central. That's basically a home ice advantage battle. So whoever wins that, I don't think either of those teams are moving up or moving down. So it's really the battle for home ice. And St. Louis and Minnesota is likely going to be your first round matchup in the postseason. Let's take a look at the number on this game. The Blues, minus $1.30. They've been bet down from minus $1.35. The total's sitting at 6 over, minus 20. So the public is clearly on the Bruins and the over in this one. Goaltending-wise tonight, Jeremy Swayman is going for Boston. That has been confirmed already, so no need to check on that. And Husso will probably get the start for St. Louis. And I'm not sure I really like where the Bruins are right now. This is a team that I follow very closely. I have a lot of friends in the organization, people close to the organization, and I'm not sure I love where they are. Yes, 2-1 win over Pittsburgh on Saturday, a good win, impressive win, but their recent form, and let's not forget this, has also shown that they've had losses to Ottawa. They had a loss to the St. Louis Blues a week ago. They're just 5-5 in their last 10 games. And they also have to deal with the injury bug a little bit because we know that David Pastrnak is out of the lineup. We know that Hampus Lindholm is day-to-day. So those are two big pieces. I mean, they went out and got Lindholm at the trade deadline, and really he's only played a handful of games for him. And, of course, taking Pastrnak out of that lineup, that really is detrimental to that top six because now you – don't have as much depth on that top six, and you're really relying on that Charlie Coyle line on that third line to really pick them up offensively. So I don't love where Boston is right now. And, of course, with St. Louis, there's nothing not to love. They won 11 of their last 12 games, including 2 wins against the Wild. We've seen them beat Boston. We've seen them beat Calgary. Over the last 17 games, the Blues are tied in the most goals scored, including that 7 that we saw, that 7 spot we saw the other night against Nashville. That was, something that that was a franchise record, 7 goals in 1 period. So if I get a team that has that kind of capability against a Predators team that was fighting for their playoff life, I'm not too shy about taking St. Louis. I think the difference in this game is going to be special teams. We see St. Louis has been absolutely on fire on their power play, and Boston has been the complete opposite. I cannot back a team that over the last 14 games has a 10% success rate. I think in every game, what it really comes down to, when you look at box scores, I think it comes down to special teams and which team has the advantage. If you win special teams, I would venture to say you're going to win 75% of your games. And then moving into this one, where St. Louis is versus where Boston is, there's no doubt in my mind that St. Louis is in a better spot. And that is one aspect of the game that Boston has to get better at if they expect a deep run in the postseason. We've seen St. Louis score 20 goals over the last 3 games. They haven't scored less than 4 goals in their last 4 games. With Pastrnak out of the lineup, I have less confidence that Boston can win a track meet with St. Louis, which it seems like that's the kind of game that St. Louis wants to play. They're like, okay, you can follow us all around the ice. We don't think you're going to score with us. And that's kind of the feeling I get from the Blues right now. Also, I think they have a definitive edge in goal. I don't know where Boston is goal-wise. I mean, I know, Swayman was the darling for a while, and then he lost, favor in Boston, and we'll see if he can regain that tonight. Husso has been absolutely fantastic. That Husso and Bennington combination for St. Louis has been great. It's exactly what you need going into the postseason. I really think the Blues are peaking at the right time. So let's take a look at tonight's official selection. The Blues are an incredible 43-19 the game after scoring 5 goals or more. So that means the machine keeps on rolling, and I think that's going to happen again tonight. You don't have to worry about a letdown from the St. Louis Blues. They've won 23 of their last 32 at home. Minus $1.35 does not scare me. I think St. Louis